Mm. Yo, yo, yo. This is King David back with another one again. Today's video, we're going to be talking about facing your fears. Being able to be okay with feelings of like doubt or anxiety. Because again, you're not here to become invincible. Like you're here to become and know that anything is possible and that you are beautiful in the ways that you can be. You are beautiful in the way that you already are. All right. But in doing so, we have to go through what we call self acceptance. That's a form of self love. If you cannot accept, if you may be feeling low, or you may do something, it may come off a little like whoa, that was weird. Like you know what I'm saying to other people, you gotta be able to accept that, bro. It's all part of your path. You gotta let go of fear. You have to master your mind. You have to learn how to feel things without, excuse me, you have to learn how to feel emotions without like attaching yourself, your identity to it. That's the thing. Because it's not necessarily like when you attach your identity. Basically what I'm trying to say is you make yourself small because you are so vast. So I have like a different perception about it. It's not just like, oh, you don't want to feel vulnerable. Like, yeah, that's a part of it. The reason why you feel vulnerable is because you feel small. Because you're identifying with a small aspect of yourself. That's why it's important that you're able to feel certain things, go through certain experiences without attaching yourself to them. And when you go through something, just pull yourself to the side. Yeah, it's all good. Like I know what I am. I know what I'm here to do. I'm still on my purpose, and I needed that. I'm thankful for that because in truth, you go through stuff intention on purpose, and everything has like alignment and intention to it. So like you gotta appreciate that because really, truthfully, you're bringing that into your experience, whether you believe it or not. So you have to be able to appreciate that part of you that you may have felt or seen or experienced. You have to be okay with those things. You cannot be afraid. That's one thing. A lot of people in this like dead culture because they don't know the true selves. They like to hold on to the idea of their egos. Like, oh yeah, I feel good that I got this and I got this sort of job and I got this other amount of money and I can't let niggas know I'm lacking. I mean and to a certain degree that's an intelligent move. But there's gonna be a point in time where you cannot avoid looking funny or looking weird or looking goofy or feeling fear. You gotta be able to accept that. You gotta be able to stand in the face of that bitch and be like, yeah, I'm feeling this right now, but I'm okay. Cause that's a powerful man. That's a powerful woman that could just okay. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it was a little funny. It was a little off. It was a little weird or whatever. Oh yeah, I did feel a little bit of fear of that, but I'm good. That's a powerful person because that person, no matter what kind of situation they go into, they're gonna come out gems all the time. And that's the key in our self mastery. Wait, don't just give me a second. No, I'm about to finish in a second. But I say that's a vital key in self mastery. Not being afraid of feeling fear, not being afraid of being anxious or nervous. You have to understand, like you go into the laboratory and you study whatever you put under that microscope. You gotta study that shit. You gotta study yourself in the same way without judgment. You just understanding yourself on a higher level. All right, so that's a very important key. I think this is one of the best keys, man. Humility is one of the best keys because when you start coming into your divine nature, you're gonna need that. A lot of people, ironically, they play small by trying to act big and trying to put on a front. Like you don't want to do that because remember, you cannot lie to yourself. You cannot lie to your energy doesn't lie. You get what I'm saying? You could try to put on the front like you got it all figured out, but if you putting out this aura, this vibration that you scared or you're fearful, you're gonna mirror that back into your life, and you're going to continue to experience that. So lying to yourself for the sake of not being made fun of or whatever is you not it's not doing you any good. So we seeing beyond that. You gotta be able to accept it. Once you're able to accept it, now you can elevate from that level of thinking or that level of consciousness and rise into a higher form of awareness. Knowing that, no matter what happens to me, truthfully, I can't be defined by any experience. This is coming back into your God self, your God nature, your divine nature. That's what we here for, to evolve. Evolution is really evolution of the mind, opening up the mind to receiving higher thoughts of wisdom from the universe, from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? It's all one and the same. We all one and the same. You cannot you cannot go outside the realm of the Most High. You cannot go outside of what is eternal. You only become one with it. And you always been one, but you've been dreaming yourself as other through an identity, through whatever this world has programmed you to think. And once you free your mind, you no longer accept that identity. You go back into the divine mind, which is your eternal self. That's what we trying to get you to come back into. That's what we here to do. That's your purpose in life, is to come back into your eternal self, to know yourself at that level. And once you start doing that and you start living like that truthfully, you're not gonna be thinking of yourself in the same light, like, oh, I don't feel good about myself or I hate myself, because that's not real. You've been dreaming that. And now your subconscious mind no longer imprints lack, because you don't believe yourself to be lack, but you have to know it through experience. You start raising up to higher levels, because we talk about the subconscious mind on this channel. When you impress the subconscious mind with beliefs of positivity and abundance and happiness and joy, you have no life has no choice but to bring that into your existence, because you are the divine essence within all things. You understand? That's why mastery of yourself is important. It's not just a word that make you feel good. You literally dictate your life, your destiny, and your vision through mastery of yourself. So if you don't want to live in fear, you don't want to live in lack and pain and hate, stop resonating on that level. Stop feeding that energy. Stop acting as if you are those things. If you want to experience richness and abundance and happiness and joy, start operating on that frequency. Live from that frequency. If you see yourself a certain way with those things, write it down and live that. Be that, because you attract what you are, not what you want. This is very important. And we're at the time right now where we need to elevate. We need to come back into our higher selves. This is very important. Don't sleep on this, man. This information is eternal. All that other shit they talking about with, I'm trapping them fucking bitches and blah blah blah. That shit dead, bro. That shit has been dead. But what I'm talking about will always be, no matter what type of time we on. All right. This is King David. Remember, I am what I am, and you are what you are. Don't doubt yourself and don't put no limitations on yourself. I am what I am means I am everything and all things. You are one with the divine essence. You are one with the Most High. That's not blasphemy. If anything, you shouldn't be going outside yourself saying, "Oh, well, how can you be so arrogant to believe that you exist beyond something that is eternal in nature?" You can only know that you are one with that. To think that you exist out, yo, what the? To think that you exist outside of that is crazy. You can only realize your true divinity, like a raindrop going back into the ocean. That's really what you're doing. You're letting go of your old so you can become a new. This is death and rebirth. This is what the Bible calls the renewing of your mind again. The renewal of your mind. Christ has risen from his dead state. Christ has risen from the dead. You have raised your mind from his dead state, from fear and lack, and now you know that anything is possible. You understand yourself on a more divine, energetic, spiritual level. You don't bound yourself by physicality. Your essence is what brings these things into existence. You are one with that very essence that brings life into existence. So why would you fucking put yourself into this fear and hate? Because now you're gonna bring that into your life and you're gonna experience that. You see what I'm saying? This shit is important. All right. I'll catch you on the next one.